Is Jeopardy match? Is Jeopardy match? Is Jeopardy match? Our other game. Skip. Is resume. 3-player game. Single player. 2-player game.
Using 1 coin to play.
Voiceover
You have
off.
7 coins left. To get more coins, press buy or upgrade game. To go back to the main menu, swipe up with 3 fingers. Starting 2-player game. You are playing with Dave, who is a poor player. It's your turn. Pick a square, then tap twice. You are at the square. You are at the square. SNL catchphrases. $10. For $10, the clue is 3-word phrase that follow good evening. I'm Chevy Chase. Chris Farley, Dan Aykroyd, Marvelous, and you're not. Steve Martin and you're not. Correct. You won $10. Your balance is $10. It's your turn. Pick a square, then tap twice. You $30, $20. For $20, the clue is, it was how everyone looked according to Fernando, the talk show host played by Billy Crystal. Mike Myers. Macon copies. Mike Myers. Macon cop. Marvelous. Dana Carvey, and you're not. Steve Martin and Dan Aykroyd. John Lovitz. Gilda Radner. Dan Aykroyd. Chris Farley. The clue is, it was how everyone looked according to Fernando, the talk show host played by Billy Crystal. Dan Aykroyd. Gilda Radner. John, Steve, and your Dana, Macon cop. Mike Myers. Macon copies. Mike Myers. Wrong answer. For $30, the clue is, in a parody of the debates on 60 Minutes, he spoke the immortal line Jane, you ignorant slut. Dan Aykroyd. Mike Myers. Chris Farley. Dana Carvey. Macon copy. Gilda Radner. Marvelous. John Lovett. Steve Martin. And you're not. John. Marvelous. Gilda Radner. Macon copy. Dana Carvey. Chris Farley. Wrong. For $40, the clue is, my SNL character Richard the Richmeister Lamer coined this 2-word catchphrase for Xeroxing. Gilda Radner. Dan Ack. Gilda Rad. Dan Ack. Dana Carvey. Steve Martin. John Lovett. And you're not. Macon cop. Mike Myers. Marvelous. Chris Farley. Marvelous. Mike Myers. Macon copy. And you're not. Macon copies. Correct. You won $40. Your balance is $0. For $50, the clue is, this comic played pathological liar Tommy Flanagan, whose wife was Morgan Fairchild. Yeah, that's the ticket. Macon copy. Marvelous. Gilda Rad. Chris Farley. John Lovett. Dan Aykroyd. Dana Carvey. The clue is, this comic played pathological liar Tommy Flanagan, whose wife was Morgan Fairchild. Yeah, that's the ticket. Wrong answer. You are at the square. The food business. All squares saw. You are at the square. The food business. For $10, the clue is, in 1991 Louis Rich introduced a bacon made out of this meat. Turkey. The Great Atlantic and Pacific Tea Company. Bakers. Peter Paul. A&W Root Beer. Kool-Aid. Jack Daniel. Wheat. Jack Daniels. Wheat. Bratches. Rice. The clue is, in 1991 Louis Rich introduced a bacon made out of this meat. Bratches. Wheat. Jack Dan. Kool-Aid. A&W. Peter. Bakers. The Great Turkey. Correct. You won $10. Your balance is minus $40. It's your turn. For $30, the clue is, its smiling-faced picture was trademarked back in the 1950s. Rice. Olean. Doritos. The Great Atlantic and Pacific Tea Campbell's. The clue is, its smiling-faced picture was trademarked back in the 1950s. The Doritos. Olean. Rice. Olean. Doritos. The Great Atlantic. Campbell's. A&W Root Beer. Bakers. Kool-Aid. Bakers. For $40, the clue is, in 1942 Gordon Harwell and Eric Husenlaw converted this grain. Doritos. Kool-Aid. A&W. Olean. Or Olestra. Wheat. Wayne Gretzky. Jack Daniel. A&W Root Beer. Bratches. Rise. The clue is, in 1942 Gordon Harwell and Eric Husenlaub converted this grain. A&W root beer. You answered 3 questions correctly and earned -$70.
Dave answered 1 questions correctly and earned -$40.
It's your turn. Jack, Wayne Gretzky. Wheat. Wrong answer. The answer is for $50. The clue is, Procter & Gamble has found that a form of this fat substitute it uses in wow chips can clean up toxic spills. Jack Daniels. Wheat. A&W root beer. Wrong answer. All squares solved for body language. You are at the square. American playwrights. $10 for $10. The clue is, he won a 1991 Pulitzer for his comedy Lost in Yonkers. Neil Simon. Acting. Eugene O'Neill. Sergeants. Hurlyburly. Sergeants. Wrong answer. The answer for $30. The clue is, Ira Levin, author of The Creepy Rosemary's Baby, wrote the jocular play No Time for These. Acting. The clue is, Ira Levin, author of The Creepy Rosemary's Baby, wrote the jocular play No Time for These. Thornton Wilder. Acting. Thornton Wilder. William Inge. George S. August Wills. Eugene O'Neill. Tennessee. Hurlyburly. Neil Simon. Sergeants. George. William Thornton. Acting. Wrong. You picked the super prize. For $160. The clue is, he wrote To the Ladies with Mark Connolly and The Man Who Came to Dinner with Moss Hart. Tennessee William. Sergeants. William Inge. August Wilson. Thornton Wilde. Acting. Eugene O'Neill. Neil Simon. George S. Kaufman. Hurlyburly. You
Dave
answered 3 questions correctly and earned -$200. It's your turn. Pick a square. George S. Kaufman. Neil. Thornton Wilder. August Wilson. William Inge. Sergeants. Tennessee Williams. Wrong. All squares already. You are at the square. It's a group thing. $20. For $20. The clue is, famed British group whose work included the Dead Parrot sketch and the Lumberjack song. Earth Sign. The Seven Sisters. Monty Python. The Seven Sisters. Wrong. Round is over. Swipe up with 3 fingers to return.